Hello, good and faithful people of the Church of the Mediator, as we move together toward the seventh Sunday after Pentecost, this Sunday, July 24th. I am coming to you from my home this afternoon because I am far behind on getting happenings out this week as Eurydice has been away. And I apologize for that, but it will come to your inboxes hopefully in the next hour on this Friday. Returning after a couple of weeks of break to talk about General Convention, I'm returning to my little mini series of these weekly meditations on my Episcopal elevator speech, those highlights of why I am an Episcopalian and why I'm proud to be an Episcopalian, and why I find being an Episcopalian to be a means of following our Lord Jesus and of connecting with the triune God that is life-giving and exciting. Remember, I talked about invitation, about when you invite somebody to church to say, I'll pick you up. I go to church because I find that it helps me, or I find community there, as I'm going to talk about today, community, and I will pick you up. I'll be there at 8:30 to see you and to go with you to church on Sunday morning. And in my little points of Episcopal elevator speech, I talked, of course, about how when I come to church, every time I do, I encounter the presence of the risen Lord in our midst, sacramentally and in the Word opened. Of course, I talked about the delight that I find in the connectivity that I experience through our ancient and our beautiful and our time-honored ritual life together, in the words of the Book of Common Prayer and the music we sing together oftentimes. This week I want to talk about community and how much I find that entering into community is such a powerful piece, especially in a world where so many of us feel so lonely so often. Community is such an important and powerful piece of what the church offers. And I have found again and again, parish after parish, whether it was my sending parish in Easton, or whether it was a parish that I served during seminary in New York, or whether it was little parishes that I served when I was at Sewanee, or the parish that I served in Cleveland Heights, Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem, now at Mediator. I have found again and again how much the relationships and the community become such a treasured gift for me. The people, the faithful people, the people who show me again and again the pattern of what it means to be faithful followers of Jesus, even when we're really imperfect. Faithful followers of Jesus who keep on trying and trying again, and we love each other through difficult things, sometimes things that we deeply disagree on, and yet we still come together and we celebrate each other, and we learn to move together through those things too. I have so many people that I can name off of the top of my head who have not just been community, but who have been like parents and grandparents and siblings to me in the church, people who have taught me so very much, people who have loved me and have cared about me even in some of my most difficult and disastrous moments. And so community is such an important piece of the church, along with the presence of the risen Lord. Of course, it's the risen Lord that calls together community, Christian community, right? And of course, our beautiful and our ancient ritual is how we gather around the worship of God together, but that community that happens not just in worship, but in so many other ways, whether it's at men's breakfast every other week here from us at Mediator, or whether it's in coffee hour, or whether it's in committee meetings even. That community is really, really special. So think about this week, your challenge, what new communities you're being called maybe into as people, or new communities that need to be formed by us at Mediator. Perhaps we need to re-up something, some community that has fallen by the wayside. I don't know, but I'm sure there's something that God is calling you and me into to be in deeper, more vulnerable, more true, more honest relationship, as always, because that is what God's always about, my friends. Blessings, and I'll see you on Sunday.